Hello, everyone. RBG Kim Kid here, back with some more AI the Somnium Files nirvanA initiative. In the previous video, we we saw what I think is probably the saddest ending, which is the Amane and Gen ending. That was a really sad one. So we saw the other half of Jin Furway's true body. I'm still a little confused. So that's Jin Furway's true body, and his other half, the one that was all boils and such, was up here. And yet we saw both halves of what's his name? So it's like, what's going on? I still feel like I mentioned this, I believe, 2 parts ago. I feel like no one's really dead. I mean, Jin Furway might be dead, maybe he's not. Komeiji is probably the only person that's truly dead, but we saw on this one right here, we saw Tokiko was alive somehow. You know, she says like, oh yeah, she can resurrect herself, but I don't think that's the case. I feel like it's just the whole plastic surgery type thing and moving. Basically, Chikara did to Tokyo what he did for Jin. So, but I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, we are now able to continue on to births. Let's start. Let's go here. We gotta find out what's happening. Last. Oh, that's not what it said. It said births.
Oh, you came. Good. Want something to drink? With water? On the rocks? You don't have to be shy. It's on me.
Who am I?
It's such a bizarre case, the HB serial killings. That being said, the facts are fairly straightforward.
Are
Finding
they?
out a culprit can't be too hard. Do you already know? Terror. Who are they, really?
Okay, so what? Is this another ending and that's an ending? Is this a false ending and this is a true ending? Is this another Somnium? Do I actually have to type it out? Hold on, before we do that, I want to save. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter, but...
Right. Uru. We know
Right.
he killed at least 3 people. Jin Furway, Chikara Horadori, Andes Komeiji. But why
Right.
did he kill them? What was his goal?
Those schools in Africa. Get nirvanA for the nirvanA
That's right.
initiative.
The nirvanA initiative. The loony plan to have humans reach moksha. That's why Uru killed the 3 of them. We can put aside the little details for now. The most concerning aspect of the whole thing is the time difference. The left and right sides of the victims were found 6 years apart. Regarding the first victim, the facts are already in. 6 years ago, on February 10th, Jin Furway's body fell from the ceiling of Devaita. And this year, 5 days ago, also on the 10th, Urusumazuki's left half was found at the stadium, not Jin's. Plastic surgery and complete organ transplants. It fooled the investigators into thinking they were the same person. But what about the other victims? Chikara, Komeiji, Tokiko. How do you explain those 3? You have good intuition. You might already know.
Why did it seem like their bodies appeared after 6 years passed? Professor Brown created a time machine because Tokyo made miracles happen. Ryuki and Mizuki were hallucinating that timeline was not in the correct order.
Right. In other words,
What?
it's not like that. It's like this. This is the timeline that you actually experienced. The red and blue lines are intertwined, almost like DNA.
What?
You started on the red line from the top.
Okay, they are doing some really major I don't want to say fourth wall breaking, but this is kind of fourth wall breaking in a way. But this is like, what the fuck? I'll be honest, when I picked the timeline one, I was like, oh, that's just some... I was honestly going to say the hallucinating one was probably the correct answer, but I was like, let's try this one first.
And then followed the blue line, which led you to this point.
Right.
You've traversed 4 X's.
Oh.
The left side is 6 years ago, and the right side is this year.
The left side was 6 years ago. That can't be right. Because there's Mizuki
To make
and...
things easier, we'll call the left side past, and the right side present.
Hold on. Let me look at the actual flowchart here. Did they change it? Okay, they didn't. But, right, I mean, that's how it is when you look at it from this. Is like you have your left side is the past and the right side is the present. What the fuck? True flowchart? Oh my god. This is a chart that lists the stories in chronological order. You can switch this with the original flowchart. This can be accessed in the... What the fuck? What? How? How can I see the true flowchart, or can I not see that yet? Maybe I can't see it yet. What the fuck?
In other words, you came here, jumping back and forth between past and present, a day at a time, all to end up here. Now, do you understand?
No.
Chikara's right half was found the night of the 11th, in the past. His left half was found the next morning. Komeji's right half was found on the 13th. His left half was found the next morning at 6 a.m.
Oh, fuck. I mean, that's what... What the fuck? How? Okay, this is some paranormal, like... Okay. If you go into the first game, yeah, it has some bullshit. It's like, oh yeah, people's minds just transferred into other people's body through the Somnium machine. That's fine, whatever. That's like somewhat believable. But the shit that we're doing right here, how the fuck is this believable? Maybe I'm missing
6 years
something.
have passed, and now we're here. In the present, Tokiko's right half was found on February 12th. The next day, a little past midnight, her left half was found in the basement of Horodori Institute. Long story short, the left and right halves weren't found 6 years apart, but they were all found soon after each other. Nothing supernatural here.
But what? No! No, that's bullshit. This is the chart that shows the flow of the story in chronological order. The true flow chart can be checked from menu flowchart. Mizuki's thing was 6. How? What the fuck? Wait, what? So no matter what, everything on the left side is is 6 years ago. But I'm... Oh, they're not even showing all the other endings. Right. So this makes sense. So wait, we went to... But Mizuki... What the... What? What? Sure, whatever. What?
Anyway, that's just my genius analysis.
What? I don't understand this at all. But I seriously don't understand this at all. Like, I'm trying my best to somewhat understand this as best as I can. Okay, I get this. Present. 6 years ago. And yet, well, of course, these two are to do presents, because, yeah, that makes sense. I don't understand, though. How? I might have to look up, like, how does this explain this to me like I'm 5 or something, because I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, but I know what you're gonna say. There's still tons of things that can't be explained, right? Especially, who killed Uru and Tokiko? Jin, Chikara, Komeiji. It was Terror, Uru, who sliced these 3 in half. But then Uru was killed in the present, February 10th.
Sure.
Tokiko's body was found after that.
Yeah, sure.
So who killed Uru and Tokiko? Well, I'm sure this mess will be cleared up soon.
Will it?
By Mizuki, her friend, and by you, Freyer. So anyway, good luck with the rest of your investigation. I'll be cheering you on.
Mommy, your deal's coming out. What the fuck?
Huh? Who was I just talking to?
Oh, she was
Maybe I've had a bit too much to drink. It's awfully cold tonight.
I don't get this. I don't understand. Well, okay. Okay, here we go, I guess. I mean, I guess that somewhat explains some things, but it doesn't. Mizuki's 12. Oh, hold on. Oh, wait, what the fuck? What? Oh, hey, we're here.
Hey, about Kizzy. Are you sure she's okay?
Don't worry. I made sure she's fine.
Kizuna went missing. Last night around 11 o'clock, Richi Chieda, her father, contacted me. Oh. Right. Iba and I started our search for Kizzy. Okay, right, that's what happened. After a while, I got a call on my phone. It was from her. She told me to meet her here at Ione.
So, that makes us sisters?
We're not the same age, but we're like identical twins. We have almost the same genes.
That's crazy. I'm a copy of you.
Don't say it like that.
But I'm your clone, right?
Technically, yes. But our DNA isn't exactly the same. My genome was rearranged. Your DNA was modified on top of that, which is why you don't have the symptoms I have. Basically, you're an upgrade. The perfect version of me.
Okay.
Don't say it like that.
Okay. So, right. I kind of did mention that because, okay, go back to when we found Andy's Kameji's other half on Mizuki's side here. When they did the whole, hey, there's this guy who's all drunk and everything. Like, there's this guy who's drunk. The way, and, you know, we learned that that was Andy's Kameji who was drunk and put the body in the suit. The half of the body that then got put into Gen's freezer. That, they made it sound like that happened literally during this year. But it couldn't have happened because that was Andy's Kameji. And then, so there's a lot of things where we saw, where it was like, oh, hey, how things are planned out and such here. It sounds like they were going in the order of this timeline like it was, but at the same time, it's like still doesn't make too much sense. I'm just like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. This game's weird. Like, okay, I'm giving them. I'm not really giving them the benefit of the doubt because I don't want to call this the benefit of the doubt. Because I don't feel like it's that, but it's like, but it's, oh, God, I can't really explain it at all. I don't know, there's so many things, like, Mizuki, obviously, is the big one. How can she be 12? Hold on, let me look at that timeline again. Okay, this top part makes the most sense out of it all. But then we get down here, okay. See, right here, this was 6 years ago, and this was on Mizuki's side. How? How does that happen? We were playing as Mizuki. How could this be 6 years ago? If Mizuki's 18 during these times. These ones make sense. The ones where they don't flop over make sense. And right down here, they flopped over. Again, how? And yet, how do we go from... I don't understand. I don't know, maybe we'll get some answers here. My older sister. Technically, she's the original that I was based off of, but I don't want to think of it about it like that. She's more of my big sister by proxy. My big sister by proxy. Why were you
If I
hiding
revealed
identity?
myself to you, you would want to know everything. And one way or another, you'd find out. You'd find out that your genes were spliced. That your real parents aren't Renju and Shoko. I didn't
we
want
figured
you to
that out
end up
already.
like me. I wanted you to live a normal life. As normal as possible anyway. Get a normal job, a normal husband, get married, start a family, live happily ever after. A life like that. But if I showed up, I would ruin all that. That's what I thought, at least.
I see. But why didn't you tell me 7 years ago in November? I was already well on my way to an abnormal life at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true. Yeah, the same as me. When I was 6, you were born at Horadori Institute and sent here. I'm guessing they thought it was too difficult to raise you at the Institute. I remember the day you arrived like it was yesterday. You were still a baby. But the moment I saw you, I got this feeling. I started bawling my eyes out.
Aww.
The people at the facility didn't know we were related. Makes sense. They were told we were from 2 different places. But we're both named Mizuki, and we looked really similar. So to make it easier, everyone started calling me Big Sis. They called you Mizuki. It's like I told you. I want to know who did this to me. I know that Chikara was the mastermind, but I want solid proof. That's why I was investigating him and his institute. But then, out of the blue, he gets killed. That's why I started following the HB case.
I asked her about what happened back then. She told me the details of what happened on the 12th and the 14th. The 12th. Wait a minute. Wait. So, hold up. Are they saying that this Mizuki, the one with the mask, was she the Mizuki that... Oh, fuck me. I didn't mean to go to Aiba's room. Fuck it. We'll talk to Aiba a little bit, I suppose.
Welcome to my room.
The sky is so pretty. It looks like it could suck me in.
Something wrong, Mizuki? Head trauma?
Wait a minute. Was this Aiba's mission? Hold on. Ginza. You already asked this question already. Was this mission... Okay, hold on. Let's so remember what boss said during these scenes. She was on a mission 6 years ago. Aiba was on a secret mission 6 years ago. Was that mission going into this Mizuki that we're talking to right now? And during these sections right here, we played as her. But that still doesn't make sense. Maybe, no, it does. I guess that could make sense, but then... Maybe, yeah, that could be the case, is that the Mizuki who was always wearing the mask had Aiba, the Mizuki that we... So we've never played... This is the only time we've ever played as real Mizuki, I guess you could say, was when we were over on this side. So this is when we played as real Mizuki. And then over here, we played as masked Mizuki. Real Mizuki. Masked Mizuki. Real Mizuki. Which, again, I guess that would explain... Okay. I'm somewhat understanding it, but I can't really... What's the word I'm looking for? I can't really I can't really explain it that well, I don't think, but I'm going to try to. So, I think that does make sense. It's weird, but it makes sense. Here, let me try to explain it again. So, we don't have to worry about anything up here. Everything up here makes the most sense. Everything up here makes the most sense. Because this is the present, where we're playing as 18-year-old Mizuki right now. We're playing as 18-year-old Mizuki. Actually, hold on. I need to look at the log again about what she said about when, she was 6. So she's 6 years older than us. Okay, so that's how it works. That's how it works. So, that's how it works. So she was 18 6 years ago, and now she's 24. Yeah, 24. So everything up here, this all makes sense. This all makes sense. You know, we saw the Mizuki that played in the first game as well. You know, this was the Mizuki. That's the Mizuki we were playing as. When Ryuki... I'm just trying to figure out, like, now I'm trying to figure out Ryuki's side now, too, from all of this. So what I really need to talk about is this section right here. This section is fine. And then this section. That's all I gotta figure out is these sections right here. So, so it kind of makes sense. So Mizuki learns about, like, how she was genomed. Okay, that's fine. But then Ryuki's thing that happened here in the present. While Mizuki, Masked Mizuki, was over here with Aiba, which was probably her secret mission from 6 years ago, was being... I'm sure they'll probably explain this as well, be like, well, then all this stuff. So, okay, I'm trying to get it right here. So we played as Masked Mizuki, and that's why one of her eyes is the same color as us, but the other one's blue, which is a fake, because that's probably a fake eyeball that she's been wearing since she let go of Aiba. I guess, I don't know, like sometime around here. Because we had the Aiba here, and then Date came and did that. Okay, so I'm trying, I think I'm getting it, and okay, now I'm understanding it a little bit. Because then that explains the whole Tama being broken type thing. Actually, you can't really say that this stuff happened, well... I mean, yeah, I guess it somewhat explains it. Okay, I'm somewhat getting it, and I'm somewhat understanding it a little bit, but let's... So yeah, so we played as Masked Mizuki during these sections. Yep, Horodori Institute Underground. The 14th.
What you have seen and heard cannot be shared with anyone. If you do...
That's Billy. Oh, I didn't catch that the first time around. This is Billy. This is Billy.
I will kill her. I have an abundant amount of money. Even if I were to die, the assassins I've hired would still find her.
And we're thinking about
see.
Kizuna.
That's why you didn't talk about what happened 6 years ago. But I think it's okay to start talking now. Why? I was able to freeze all of Terror's hidden accounts. We don't
Nice.
need to worry about any assassins anymore.
Aiba, you don't remember anything from February 6 years ago, do you?
I do not. My body was destroyed in the explosion at the Cathedral. The Abyss communication network was also offline.
Which is bullshit,
So there
because
was
they
no backup
suck. Okay, so that... Okay. Okay, it's a little understandable now. It's a little understandable about the whole... We played as her. We were playing as this Mizuki. This Mizuki during all those segments that are now the 6 years ago. I'm getting it. I'm understanding it. It's weird. Okay, it's basically, spoiler alert for the first season of The Witcher on Netflix. It's somewhat like that in a way. And so here's the spoiler alert for The Witcher. Just skip for like a minute or two. So you're following along Gerald, and I can't remember the girl's name. And the way that they played out, you'd think they're happening, you know, they're happening side by side. But as you as you're watching the series, you're like, okay, that's a little weird. You learn that every time we've been following Gerald, that's actually happened in the past. And everything that was happening to what's her name was the present, until we get to like the last episode where we saw what he did and such. So it's like, I like how that was built up in a way. So it's somewhat similar like that. So what happened?
They took me to Horodori Institute every so often for examinations. Well, I say examinations. I mean human experiments. I don't think you remember, but they did terrible things. I remember getting shots with needles as big as boba straws. My time with Horodori Institute ended when I was 9, and you were 3. It shut down and we were finally free. That's about the time you were adopted by the Okiura family. But me? Well, I told you about me, right?
You were blind in one eye and had a heart condition.
Right. So it was hard to find a family who would take me. Ultimately, it was Mr. Chieda, the chairman.
Wait a minute. Is this Boss's adoptive daughter? Because we heard about Boss, that her daughter was adopted. Could this be her? She said she was 18 when we were doing Ryuki's side.
So when you were 9, you were adopted by...
The Chiedas. I spent the next 6 years there. Up until I was 15. I lived under the same roof as Kizuna.
I see. That's why she called me Big Sis.
Then you got adopted by
You said
Boss.
something about an eccentric woman?
Yeah, I was adopted by her.
Boss.
Do you mean...
Shizue
Yep.
Kuranushi.
Yep.
Boss. Which is why my name is Mizuki Kuranushi now. You think that sounds kinda lame, huh?
No, it's not that.
You know how we're stronger than everybody else? Maybe she thought I'd come in handy.
So she wanted to make you work for her.
That makes sense. Okay. Yep. Yep, there it is. That's Aiba's secret mission. She was with this Mizuki. And every time we had like the only time I really think about like the quote unquote issues with her health that we had was here after going into her Somnium, which is what happened. That's the only time she ever had an issue. It was like that explains like what's going on. So, fuck. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is a little more believable than having your mind put into someone else's body from the first game. So
I don't know if that's the truth, but that's what she told me. Boss taught me how to fight. After she adopted me, she trained me hard every day. 6 years ago, when I was 18, I was hired as a top secret member of Abyss. Boss wanted someone who she could rely on, someone who would never betray her. She trusted me to handle the most sensitive situations. Basically, I'm like a ninja. Well, a kunoichi. Which is why my existence at Abyss had been hidden. The only people who know are Boss, Pewter, and Ryuki.
Ryuki? Why?
I wonder.
By the way, I'm curious. Why were we given the same name?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't really care about the name.
that would also explain Date when we were on the side with Terror. That would also explain why he's like, huh, you look so familiar. I thought it was just him being, you know, a jackass to us. I thought that was him being a jackass, being like, oh, hey, I haven't seen you in 6 years, so you've grown. In actuality, it's because that wasn't his Mizuki.
But wouldn't that make it harder to tell us apart at the Institute?
Actually, I'm sure they might update her file or something, but let's look at this. There's a point in here where maybe it says right here in Boss's thing. Yeah, see, Mizuki's adoptive mother. We thought she was talking about this Mizuki, the Mizuki of Date's, but no, she was talking about the other Mizuki. Fuck. This has some great writing, I'm telling you what. It's all over the place and a little jumbling, but I'm understanding it now.
I don't think they had any trouble. We had code names at Horodori Institute. I was Mouse, and you were Rabbit. And you remember what they called us at Iowan, right?
You were Big Sis, and I was Mizuki.
Yeah.
Is that what I called you?
No, you were still little. You couldn't talk much. You just called me BB.
BB?
Yeah, BB, huh? Anyway, we've already spent enough time here. We shouldn't be wasting time like this.
Good point. There's still tons we don't know about the HB case.
Follow me. I want to show you something. Huh? What is it?
Oh, no. It's nothing. Let's go, BB.
And that trophy was for getting all of the persons. Sup?
Ah! What the fuck?
What the
This is
fuck?
information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears.
Jeez, just relax.
I can't just relax. What is this corpse doing here? And why are Kizzy and Leon here? Oh, and most importantly,
Date.
who the hell is this?
What, isn't it obvious?
Wait, you're that stupid porno mag collecting old man.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Why are you dressed like that? Where is Genny? What are you doing here? And one last thing. Where have you been the past 6 years? Why didn't you try to contact me?
I'm sorry, Mizuki.
Ah! I hate everyone! Let's just playing the Brahmin music.
Okay. I think I kind of get it. 6 years ago, Date lost his memory when the ceiling collapsed on him.
Then he got captured by terror but managed to escape.
And he's been wandering the Earth for the past 6 years.
5 days ago, on the 10th, he heard the news about Jin's body being found.
Okay, so that
And
lines up
finally got
with
his
what he
memory
said
back.
from the
That's
other
right.
side. My voice reaches Date's brain right now. That's because there's a receptive device in his left eye socket. You can mute me by turning it off, but that's a real hassle, so it's still on. This is the same from Mizuki Kuranishi. She hears my voice too. Mizuki Kuranishi is kind of long. I'll just call her BB. Hey, BB. Ah, what the fuck? Let me guess, BB? Yep. Mizuki Kuranishi, female, 24. Abyss. Likes Mizuki Date. Anyone who messes with Mizuki Date. Watching over Mizuki Date. Guessing which panties Mizuki... Okay, that's a little much. Mizuki Date was born from her DNA almost like a little sister. She lived at Ione with her until she was 3 years old. Mizuki Kuranishi secretly watched over Mizuki Date from afar, watching her grow up. This is all over. I'm loving this. Holy shit. Yeah, no, I think this is blowing the first game out of the water, if I'm being completely honest now. Collected all person's files. So I am okay. That is the case, I believe. Is we played as her during those segments. Okay, I was like, what the fuck? How does that work? And now I'm getting it. I'm getting it now, and I'm loving it. There's a body inside.
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m. Daybreak is close.
I've known her for a long time. She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff. Back then, I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out.
Mizuki's name comes from crystal. The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
Crystals are the solid form of silicon dioxide, a mineral. Most often recognized as quartz.
Wait, so you were in a Thieves Guild, baby?
A Thieves Guild.
Snow isn't letting up.
Don't change the subject.
There's a reason I'm here with Kizzy. I got a call from my old pal Date.
I asked him to unlock something for me.
Are you talking about the
Freezer?
freezer?
No, I got that open on the 13th.
Oh yeah,
It
no.
was a
that's
different lock this time.
Anyway, that is when we met with Date and the woman he was with.
The woman? I was there too.
It is snowing outside, but do not worry about us. My heart is burning strong. I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything. Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
So confusing.
Anyway, Mizuki Date, I will call you Little Big Sis from now
Little
on.
Big Sis.
And you, Mizuki Kuranushi, I will call you Big Sis.
Big
Still, just as confusing.
Sis. Little Big Sis. Mizuki is BB's clone. Date already knows this. BB told him. But Kizuna and Leanne don't know this yet. They think they are just sisters.
I am a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and
You
I
eloped!
plan to elope.
What?
May I ask why?
Kizzy's father won't accept me.
He threatened to send Leon to prison if he continued to see me,
So
That's when I
true as
suggested
well.
that we run off together.
and I agreed.
So you two...
Yeah, they're both on the run for love.
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
Right.
So much
We
like
need some more time to think about it.
I got this question already, Lumberjack. Much like on Leanne's side when we went through his Somnium, all that stuff seems to be true.
I have told him that I am safe and sound.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped.
I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all this, you guys.
Super perverted porno mag collecting old man, also my adopted father. Ugh. Who's the
Let's
corpse
talk
in the
about it
freezer?
later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you. I know that Horodori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horodori Institute.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horodori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on them. Gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own. We need to work together to stop their plan.
Their plan?
Yeah, their nirvanA initiative. So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago. He knew how to get a hold of me.
I shared everything I
Right,
had
yeah.
and told her to find you, Mizuki.
To help stop them?
Basically. What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
No, it's not that.
Aw.
Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that.
No, not that either.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time, so I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you it's not that.
I'm home. Welcome back. Is that what you wanted to hear?
All right, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki? I'm home.
Aw.
Welcome back, Date. But that's not what I wanted to say.
Aw, that was sweet.
I threw away all your porno mags.
No! Yes, I love that. Oh, that was sweet. That was sweet. I love that. I love that. I love that. That was sweet. Hold on. Oh, it's not going to be here and everywhere. No, damn it. I wanted to hear Mizuki's read of what the fuck? My original BB.
I
Where's
don't
the real
know.
Getty?
Not here.
It's fine, I know where he is. Don't you have an idea too?
Oh, did I?
Okay, I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse?
Damn it.
Why is it in the freezer?
It's better that you see for yourself.
Let me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Not one at all.
It's half.
Damn it. I advanced the thing. Motherfucker. I hate when I do that. I hate it. Back at this bullshit. Uh-oh. Okay, that scared me a little bit. I was like, oh. Aw, shit. Back to the lab again. Right. We found this one.
So, you finished reading the file.
Yeah.
Fucking bullshit is what
Now
it is.
do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin. Jin Furue. That's what he really looks like.
And this body?
Urusumazuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Kameji. This box.
Baron pervert. Me and Kizuna aren't here right now. We split at Brahman.
They're not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were gonna think hard about where to go. I don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young. I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru.
Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize.
I think he is referring to Jin. So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will? I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
That outfit was so hard to move in. With the wireframe and all the stuffing.
I can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Urusumazuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin.
Half of his face, too.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left untouched.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
Okay. Before we go on, we gotta look at all my list of all the things that we had so far. So the item that Komeiji stole was Jin Furui's body. Half. On the stage. That was what was stolen. Tokiko's child is Jin Furue with Chikara, which makes sense. The masked lady is Mizuki. This Mizuki right here that we learned. She's our BB. Let's just call her BB from now on. So's child, I feel like that's just probably supposed to be about Iris. I feel like that's probably all it is. Nothing too about. Terra's ID is Uru. That was Uru. Aiba's mission was being with BB 6 years ago. That was her mission. All that's left now is Ryuki's fucked up head. That's all that's left. Is like, what's wrong with Ryuki?
Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the four of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuno down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform. I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
And I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister. And about the hidden safe.
That's what we came here for. Wait,
Shoma has an older sister?
Yeah, I'm on it.
you know her well.
Kizuno and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at Sunfish Pocket.
A Mame Doi.
Really?
I used Marco's X-ray function. Marco? The name of my AI ball in my left eye.
Oh, shit.
He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much.
Shit, you actually have an AI ball now.
Like someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm. I know Aiba really well. We were partners 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Aiba.
But Aiba and Date.
Yeah, Aiba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
There we
I
go.
see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yes,
It's kinda sad. I made so many memories with you, Aiba.
But we couldn't know because of this reason. Oh, damn it! Oh, well. I'm sure we'll look at the box now.
I've been wondering, 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half?
That was for the nirvanA initiative, right?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the nirvanA initiative still happening? I mean, after all, Terror's dead.
Right. The mastermind is dead. But you saw it. On the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misaton.
The rocket.
Is the
the one who actually killed Terror and the other person, is that going to end up
That
being
was
Ryuki?
Terror. It was definitely Uru's voice, but Uru should have been dead.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died. Which means...
The main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
But I still don't understand the full scope of the nirvanA initiative.
When, where, how? We are completely in the dark.
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
No, that's not what I meant.
Talking about Ryuki,
There are
right?
other culprits.
Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
You believe they might know something about the nirvanA initiative?
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
We don't have enough information yet. Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
There's nothing over here.
You would think that, right? But check this out.
Open sesame!
Marco, please.
What is this?
As you can see, it's a hidden passage.
But why is it here?
Let's get moving.
Come on now. Holy crap, come on! There we go. What?
What?
This is the cathedral from 6 years ago.
What does this mean?
It means exactly what you see.
There are 2 cathedrals?
That's right.
Mizuki, look.
Oh, hi, Ryuki.
Ryuki.
I'm here too.
Tama.
How is Ryuki doing?
Not great.
Terrible. It was a bad idea to show him this place. He's been like this for hours.
Yeah, well. Stupid shameless man.
Marco, can you send Iba the data?
Got it. Opening it. It is a cross-section of the 2 cathedrals.
You get it now? There's one on the east and one on the west.
Terror blew up the west one. This one, right here.
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror.
Okay, so hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, no, that don't make sense. If the west one is the one that blew up, why is the one from, I'm assuming the one on the east side there that goes to Tokiko, on the top there, that goes to Tokiko's office. Why is that one here and why is it over here?
What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
The one connected to the Nice building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Right.
Huh. Beats me.
Maybe it has something to do with what Nice believes. 2 in 1. I think they were obsessed with that.
She seems a little pissed. Well, that explains why she's mad at Ryuki now, I
Do you
suppose.
hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago,
Oh, yeah, that explains it.
It made my heart condition worse. It affected my work. I can't investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time. But when I heard you recently joined Abyss, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse. At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half, but I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life. I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you. That's why...
That's why you shot at me?
I see.
Bitch!
You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
Ah, I get it. Whew, there's a lot of... Okay. There's a lot of things to take in here, but I'm understanding it. I totally get everything now. Well, I don't totally get it, but I understand it a lot better now. I'm understanding it. So I'm totally getting it. So I was right. Everything from this side, the present, we play as Mizuki from the first game. We play as Mizuki Date. Everything on the 6th side over here, from 6 years ago, we played as Mizuki Kuronishi. What the fuck? Like, this is great. I'm understanding it. So, I don't really think I have much more questions. So, it's blowing me away right here. But, guys, that is going to do it for this part of Let's Play AI the Somnium Files. I know I'd really love to keep... Oh, shit, I actually wanted to keep looking at bonuses. I don't know why I left. No, I won't get back into it. But like I said, that is going to do it for this part of AI the Somnium Files nirvanA Initiative.
Yay! Hurry and check it out. Good choice. Woohoo! Show me too.
Ah, Kay's head from...
Hurry and check it out. Yay!
Oh, and then that's Q's head from, this is Virtue's Last Ward, and this is, Zero Time Dilemma. That's cute. That, like, holy shit. This is actually really good. I mentioned this before, I'm 100% certain now that the game, that this game is just blowing, oh my god.
Good choice. Show me too. Hurry and check it out.
This game blows the first game out of the water. And not to take anything away from the first game either, but like how the story is set up in here is fantastic. Try to find question mark content by yourself. Dream album, clear Somnium with more than 1 minute. Okay, hold on. Choose options that hasn't been chosen before. This is how you get eyeballies. How to unlock the content. How you get this stuff. Don't know yet. Maybe he's gotta like beat the game or stuff like that. But holy crap. Just the way everything's set up for this game is amazing. And I think this might be Uchikochi's probably one of his greatest works. And I said this before, I actually really did enjoy the Somnium Files, the first one. I think Steins Gate, I think, will forever still be my favorite visual novel. The 999 series is probably going to be my second, but this is a good, solid third. And of course, you know, you have Danganronpa. Danganronpa is also up there too, but like, I don't know, man. Like, damn. This is great. The writing for this is phenomenal in my opinion, and I cannot wait to see what happens next. How this all is gonna come together. Like, are we getting close to an end? Are we getting close to being the game? Are we getting close to something? I don't know, but it's amazing regardless, and I cannot wait to see how it all plays out and such, and I can't wait. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. Guys, if you liked the video, please give the like button a click and comment down below, check about the video, didn't like about the video, and let me know, guys, what you think of all this stuff. We're on our route to the true ending. How do you guys feel about it? Who do you think killed Uru and Tokiko? I think it might have been Ryuki. I don't know. Or it could be someone else. I have a feeling we'll be going into someone's Somnium, and then maybe like a sequence for the ending or something like that. So I don't know. I feel like we're getting very close to the end of this game here, but holy shit, like this is great. So the timeline stuff did confuse me at first, but now that I fully understand it, it makes a lot of sense, and I love it. So I'm happy for that. So yeah, you definitely need to, much like how in the first game, you need to get all those false endings first before you could get these true endings. So very good. I'm liking it a lot. So yeah, let me know how you guys feel about it. And yeah, as always, guys, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and subscribe to the main channel too. That's in the description below. As well as find me on Twitter. Both my main Twitter, the RPG Kim Kid Twitter, are in there too. Thank you all so much for watching once again, and I will see you all next time.